kind of have a little bit of an announcement. And I just want to be completely transparent with you guys. As you guys know, I have a beautiful family and a wife and kid. And I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful and and I'm probably going to be taking some time away, time off to focus on stupid fucking mistakes, man. I'm gonna take time off to focus on my family, and so I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I apologize to you guys and Slick Daddy. I apologize to you guys, my sponsors and Twitch. And this is not who I am. It's not what I represent. And that's it.
Hey friends and family, welcome. It's my birthday. I'm 26 now. Fantastic day to have a birthday. Net neutrality repealed in America. And we've actually got a lot of drama, people drama that I've been very hesitant to put onto the channel. Most of it has been highly focused on just the gaming industry or precedents set from companies doing certain things that might have interacted with individuals, but mostly it was focused on the industry as a whole. Today, the title is a little different, and I have to admit, obviously, I'm talking about this because I think I will get views, and I do see this as kind of slimy and leechy. And in a way, I could probably more elaborate on what's happening in America with the repealing of net neutrality. Maybe I could elaborate on some other things, but it seems the way YouTube is really primed and focused on is YouTubers talking about other YouTubers or, streamers in drama. And I didn't really want this channel to be like that, but I think that maybe I can make an excuse for this. I'm a little bit uncomfortable talking about this. And if you are too, let me know, guys. I mean, that's how this whole news thing that I'm trying out, it's all experimental. So let me know if you don't want to hear any of this ever again. Just focus on games, cool games coming out, stuff like that. Okay, we'll do that. But this is something that I do personally want to talk about, aside from just, I think I'll get views. It's just, yeah, of course I think I'll get views. So there I am, open and honest. And today, what we're talking about is a rising star in the streaming sphere, in the gaming sphere, and just gaming as a whole. This guy is like becoming the face of gamers in a way. Dr. DisRespect, one of the greatest freaking streamers I've ever watched. A fantastic entertainer and a pretty good player too. I mean, he might say he's the best, but he's pretty good, at least. And I've enjoyed his stuff. It's always a pleasure to see him in stream highlights. He's a fantastic entertainer, and it's a really cool character that he made. And I'm glad that he's getting such explosive fame. I'm glad he's I guess accelerating his career so quickly, or it was. I was really happy for this guy because he deserved it. He worked really hard, and he was going all over the place and doing all sorts of events and meetups and just doing awesome stuff. Okay, and receiving tons of awards. Okay, maybe a award or two. I don't know. But he admitted today on stream, crying, very emotional, that he cheated on his wife. And normally I wouldn't talk about something like this. Like, I'm not talking about the Boogie divorce. Yeah, Boogie 2988, he's getting a divorce. Yeah, I'm not talking about that, because that's not really going to change the content creation of that guy. That's not really going to change much, of our community. However, Dr. DisRespect is taking a break, and that's he admitted what he did on stream. Without, not as Dr. DisRespect, but as a human, not as the character, as the person. He came on and said, guys, I have to stop streaming because I need to focus on my family. And he said it was a stupid mistake. And I mean, he admitted it. I'm cheating, or I did cheat. I was not faithful. We didn't get much more than that. We didn't get any details, which drama channels love to exploit, but I don't, I'm still very uncomfortable with this. But in the end, we know that he's not going to be streaming for a little bit. We don't know the time scale of anything, if it's just going to be a season, a year, maybe he'll come back years from now, but he is going to be focusing on his family. And I just want to say, as a character, he was good. He was great even. I don't know if you liked him or not, but you got to applaud his work ethic. But at the same time, that work ethic might have made things a little bit confusing. He might have become a little bit isolated from his family. He might have been going here and there, doing this and that. And life is big and complicated and confusing. And I guess mistakes can happen, possibly, though. How you feel about marriage and how serious that is when you have a family, I'm unsure of, but I know that it's still a pretty scummy thing. I know recently, like this past month, we've had some pretty big celebrities in our scenes, our circles of people cheating and being unfaithful. But I feel the most honest response that I've ever seen from this was Dr. DisRespect. He seemed completely genuine. It was just a few minutes, but he just straight up told his fans, he took off the mask, he just completely admitted it, and he said he's working on fixing it, and he's actually stalling his exploding career so that he can amend this. Where other people maybe will continue to do cover songs and post stuff on Facebook and just basically pretend like nothing happened. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but so I think that's good on him. I think that's great. I think it's fantastic. Whether that situation will ever hit me like that, maybe. Who knows, man? Life is big and complex. I just don't think that we should maybe condemn someone for something like that. I know that sounds harsh and everything. To some people think that, well, you don't deserve to live anymore if you do something like that. I think that the type of work that he was doing, I mean, I can only imagine, because look at me. I'm just some loser YouTuber who's leeching off of some horrible drama. Absolutely. I will admit that to you guys. But I can imagine that when you do play characters, or like Hollywood, when you're doing a show and you're going here and there and you're doing all sorts of things, I think it is possible to make a mistake. I really hope that it was a drunken night out. He's been away from the family for a while. I really hope that things are as vanilla as possible. I really hope it wasn't like an ongoing affair. I don't know. I just hope that it's a really, I can't say simple, but I hope it is a smaller speed bump, sort of, because I liked the character. And I thought the character Dr. DisRespect, and this is why I'm talking about this, but I really feel that the Doctor was actually a really cool mascot for streaming. I think that, there's some pro players, they're not always charismatic. And most of them actually, like XQC, an Overwatch professional, he's actually playing on the Dallas team. I think he's incredibly toxic and childish, and I don't like him being number one as the Overwatch streamer. No, I think Dr. DisRespect was a really awesome character and a mascot to have for streaming. And I would say, this new age of gaming, these battle royale games, competitive gaming. I thought it was fun. It was funny, and it was enjoyable, obviously. But I thought Dr. DisRespect was almost like a great role model. And so here he has made a mistake. Now, whether you think it really is a mistake, if it's a trip, if it's something that's way more severe, I think we can still all admit that Dr. DisRespect wasn't bad for the community. He was funny, and he had this really interesting character, and I think a lot of kids could look up to him, but I just want to say I did look up to him. And obviously, this is going to hurt his character as a person. And we hear all this, oh my gosh, in the news, right? Of all these actors, of all these famous dudes and dudettes doing awful things to people. But I think we should separate the personality sometimes of these people, the humanity in them, and just take their art for what it is. And in the end, all I know is that Dr. DisRespect, I think he would get a chuckle of me saying this, but it was kind of an art, what he did. What he did, in my opinion, was artistic. And I think we need more of that. And I do see some streamers kind of emulating it, but I do think we need more people who put more effort into their streams, and, creating personalities and characters and going out there and really becoming the face of the games they play, or even the entire industry, which is what happened with the doc. So I am sad to report he cheated on his wife, and he's going to be focusing on his family. and that's why he's going to be stopping streaming. I don't feel comfortable. I feel unjust, of course, leeching off a story like this, but I really wanted an excuse to give my feelings on the doc. Just really simple, really clean. I don't know what else to say there. There's so much more to talk about, though, right? There's so much more news to talk about, but I think for the news, whenever something as heavy like this happens, that feels like it really hits home to me, something kind of emotional. I don't feel like lightening that up with deals of the days and stuff like that, which I do have. I do have deals of the day to show. I do have things to talk about, but I don't like just throwing this stuff out. But if you want to hear more drama and you want to, even if it's heartfelt and maybe a little bit dirty, I can talk about it. Just know it's going to be in this style. It's going to be really real. I'll tell you exactly how I feel, whether you like it or not, and whether you like the stories or not. But if you do want that direction, then let me know, because I promise you, yes, YouTube wants that direction. Or we'll see the views on this. If the views are just normal and whatever, then hey, I guess I'll just feel like a dirty little boy talking about some dirty drama, and we can just talk about games and stuff. But in the end, Dr. DisRespect became the face of online gaming. And I think it's worth talking about why he left. So that is all I want to talk about today. There was so much that happened today, and there's so much I want to show and give, deals of the day and everything. I'm going to start that actually in the morning, probably. I'm going to switch the news to the morning. I hope you guys had a good day. I had a fun birthday, and I don't know. I look forward to more exciting news, maybe drama, and maybe we won't stumble over our words as much. Just feel like I should kind of tiptoe over something like this, but I'm not exactly the most delicate person if you know me. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, friends and family. I would love to know your thoughts and feelings on this situation. I feel like it's a really complex thing to talk about, but if we could maybe focus more on who the Doctor is, what he meant to gaming, and who could replace him, and who's are the upcoming stars and streaming and stuff like that, that's where I would like to navigate the conversation to. So hopefully you don't see me as too much of a leech, but I will admit, that's what this is. And if you're okay with that, well, let me know too. Thanks, friends. Have fun. I'll see you in the next one.